Welcome back to Who Died Today USA channel. In the past few days, we have received somber news about the passing of extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Additionally, we will recap the stars we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you.
A reporter covering the upcoming Super Bowl has died in New Orleans.
Today, we extend our deepest sympathies and heartfelt tributes to the family of Adan Manzano, was more than a sports reporter. He was a passionate storyteller whose love for sports journalism left a lasting impact. Born in Mexico City, he later moved to Topeka, Kansas, where he pursued his dream, earning a degree from Kansas State University. His relentless dedication and talent led him to KGKC in 2021, where he became a respected voice covering major sporting events, especially the Kansas City Chiefs. Manzano's journey was one of perseverance and dedication. A devoted husband and father, he worked tirelessly to support his family while following his passion. His efforts paid off, granting him the opportunity to cover prestigious events like the Super Bowl, where his insightful coverage and infectious enthusiasm resonated with fans. One of his most memorable moments was capturing the intensity of Patrick Mahomes at Super Bowl opening night, perfectly captioned, "Mahomes versus El Mundo, Mahomes versus the world." Despite personal loss, including the passing of his wife in a car accident, Manzano remained steadfast in his craft. He balanced fatherhood with his career, showing resilience and unwavering commitment. To him, sports journalism was more than a job. It was about bringing fans closer to the game, making them feel the excitement of every play. On February 5, 2025, while covering Super Bowl 2025 in New Orleans, Manzano's journey came to an untimely end. His absence leaves a deep void, but his legacy endures. Colleagues, athletes, and fans remember him for his warmth, professionalism, and passion. Though he is no longer here, the stories he told and the energy he brought to every broadcast will never be forgotten. What are your favorite memories of Adan Manzano's work? Share your thoughts and tributes in the comments below.
If one thing changes, the whole thing changes. And so that's from how a song is written to how a song is picked.
How do you measure the legacy of a man who shaped the sound of country music for a generation? Vaughn, who passed away on January 30th, 2025, was a dedicated music publisher and passionate advocate for songwriters. His love for music began early, leading him to a job at a local radio station, where he studied the liner notes of every record that came through. This passion for storytelling and songcraft set the foundation for a career that transformed the Nashville music scene. Born in 1955 in Sullivan, Kentucky, Vaughn's journey was one of dedication and vision. After graduating from Belmont University, he took an internship at Warner Chappell, unknowingly stepping into the company he would one day lead. By 21, he was running Big Tractor Music, and by 34, he became one of the youngest executives to oversee a major publishing company at EMI. In 2012, he returned to Warner Chappell Nashville as president and CEO, championing songwriters, nurturing talent, and guiding the company to countless accolades, including Grammys and CMA awards. Despite the demands of the industry, Vaughn was known for his warmth, generosity, and unwavering respect for songwriters. He fought tirelessly for artists' rights, ensuring those behind the music received the recognition they deserved. More than a leader, he was a mentor, a friend, and a trusted voice in an ever-changing industry. His influence lives on in the songs he helped bring into the world and the careers he shaped. Vaughn's spirit lives on in the melodies and stories that continue to shape country music, a lasting tribute to his passion and dedication.
anything that was important to him just automatically became very important.
Some people do more than witness history, they shape it, protect it, and pass it on for generations. Virginia Halas McCaskey was one of those rare individuals. Born on January 5, 1923 in Chicago, she grew up surrounded by football. As the daughter of George Halas, founder of the Chicago Bears and a pioneer of the NFL, she was there from the very beginning, watching the sport grow into a national passion. In 1983, after her father's passing, Virginia became the principal owner of the Bears. It was never a role she sought, but one she embraced with deep loyalty and love for the game. She led the team through triumphs and challenges, including their unforgettable Super Bowl victory in 1986. She saw generations of legendary players, from Red Grange and Dick Butkus to Walter Payton and Brian Urlacher. Through it all, she carried herself with quiet strength, ensuring the Bears remained true to their roots. But Virginia was more than an owner, she was the heart of the Bears. She rarely missed a game, sitting in the stands like any devoted fan, cheering with the same passion she had as a young girl watching her father coach. She often spoke of how grateful she was to be part of something bigger than herself, a legacy built by her family and shared by generations of fans. Virginia Halas McCaskey passed away on February 6, 2025, at the age of 102. Her influence on the Bears and the NFL will never fade. She was not just a witness to history, she was part of it. Today, we honor her memory, her devotion, and the lasting legacy she leaves behind.
And Diego, some lady got mad, bro. She's like, you shouldn't be talking about ice. I was like, I'm joking. She's like, how do I know you're joking?
Ken Flores was a gifted stand-up comedian whose bold, unfiltered humor captivated audiences across social media and live performances. Born on April 15, 1995 and raised in Chicago, he built a devoted following with his raw and relatable comedic style, forging a deep connection with fans. Was a gifted stand-up comedian whose bold, unfiltered humor captivated audiences across social media and live performances. Raised in Chicago, he built a devoted following with his raw and relatable comedic style, forging a deep connection with fans. His journey in comedy was filled with challenges. Success in stand-up requires resilience, and Flores worked tirelessly to carve out his place in the industry. He gained widespread recognition through viral clips on TikTok and Instagram, where his natural charisma and fearless storytelling set him apart. He also made appearances on popular podcasts such as Netflix's A Daily Joke, Todd and Tyler Radio Empire, and Nona's Basement Podcast, further expanding his reach. While on a nationwide comedy tour in early 2025, Flores's promising career was tragically cut short when he passed away on January 28th. He had been bringing joy to audiences across the country and was scheduled to continue performing through April. His sudden departure left the comedy world mourning, with countless tributes honoring his incredible talent and the happiness he spread. Ken Flores' impact on comedy was profound. His ability to connect with people through humor, his fearless approach to storytelling, and his unwavering dedication to his craft will always be remembered. Though his time in the spotlight was brief, his legacy will continue to inspire comedians and bring laughter to those who discover his work. In honoring Ken Flores, we celebrate a performer whose passion and talent left an indelible mark on the world of comedy.
Song picking up magic that grows at his feet. She says her saying.
Marianne Faithfull was more than just a singer. She was a survivor. Her life was a journey of triumph over adversity, a story of rising from the ashes time and time again. After reaching stardom in the 1960s with As Tears Go By, she fell into darkness, battling addiction and homelessness after her breakup with Mick Jagger. For years, she was written off by the music industry, her once angelic voice lost to hardship. But in 1979, she defied the odds with Broken English, an album that turned her pain into art. Her voice, now raw and weathered, carried the weight of her struggles, proof that she had not only survived but had found strength in her suffering. Faithfull spent the rest of her life creating deeply personal, soul-stirring music. She fought cancer, endured the devastating effects of COVID-19, and faced the inevitable toll of time. Yet she never stopped being an artist. In 2018, she released Negative Capability, a hauntingly beautiful reflection on loss and resilience. Her words, filled with wisdom and sorrow, were a final gift to the world. On January 30th, 2025, Marianne Faithfull passed away at the age of 78, leaving behind a legacy of defiance, artistry, and unwavering spirit. She was more than an icon. She was a testament to the power of survival. Rest in peace, Marianne. Your voice will never fade.
It's a scientific fact.
Did Einstein say that?
Newton, Isaac Newton, inventor of Mushu pork.
Breaking news. Alan Alda, the legendary actor, director, and writer, has captivated audiences for more than 6 decades. From his iconic role as Hawkeye Pierce in MASH to his thought-provoking work in science communication, Alda has left an indelible mark on both entertainment and education. Now, at 89 years old, he continues to inspire millions with his wisdom, humor, and unwavering determination. What is your favorite Alan Alda moment? Was it his sharp wit in MASH, his compelling performance in The West Wing, or his insightful conversations on Clear Plus Vivid? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Born on January 28, 1936, in New York City, Alda was destined for a life in the arts. His father, an actor, and his mother, a former Miss New York, nurtured his passion for performance from an early age. After studying English and theater at Fordham University, he embarked on a career that would make television history. In 1972, Alda landed the role of Hawkeye Pierce in MASH, a series that blended humor with deep social commentary. His portrayal of the witty, compassionate, and rebellious army surgeon resonated with audiences, helping the show become one of the most successful in television history. Alda's contributions went beyond acting. He also wrote and directed multiple episodes, earning him 6 Emmy Awards and cementing his place as a television icon. Following MASH*, Alda continued to shine in both film and television. His role as Senator Arnold Vinnick in The West Wing showcased his ability to bring depth and nuance to political drama, earning him another Emmy Award. He also made memorable appearances in films like Crimes and Misdemeanors and Marriage Story, proving that his talent transcended genres. Despite his immense success, Alda has faced significant challenges. In 2015, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a condition that affects movement and coordination. However, instead of retreating from the public eye, he chose to confront his diagnosis head-on, sharing his journey in 2018 to raise awareness and inspire others facing similar battles. "I began to exercise a lot," Alda revealed, emphasizing the importance of staying active and maintaining a positive mindset. His daily routine includes activities like boxing, marching, and even juggling, all aimed at keeping his body and mind agile. "If you get a diagnosis, keep moving," he urged others. Despite the physical difficulties, Alda has remained incredibly active. In 2019, he appeared in Marriage Story, where his character subtly reflected his real-life condition, bringing authenticity and awareness to the role. His resilience is a testament to his philosophy. Life is about adapting, adjusting, and pushing forward. How do you feel about Alan Alda's openness regarding his health journey? Do you think his story has helped break the stigma surrounding Parkinson's disease? Share your thoughts. Alda's contributions go far beyond entertainment. He is a passionate advocate for science communication, founding the Alan Alda Center for Communicating Science at Stony Brook University. Through this initiative, he has helped scientists and medical professionals better communicate complex ideas to the public in an engaging and relatable way. His podcast, Clear Plus Vivid with Alan Alda, continues this mission, featuring insightful conversations with scientists, artists, and thought leaders about the art of communication and human connection. Even in his later years, Alda remains committed to bridging the gap between science and storytelling, proving that his influence extends far beyond the screen. As Alda enters his 9th decade, he remains a beloved and respected figure in American culture. His career has been defined not just by his performances, but by his passion for storytelling, advocacy for science, and dedication to making the world a better place. He has shown that success is not just about accolades and recognition. It is about adapting, embracing challenges, and leaving a meaningful impact. His journey is a powerful reminder that no matter what obstacles we face, we can continue to grow, inspire, and make a difference. What will Alan Alda's legacy be for you? Is it his groundbreaking work in television, his contributions to science communication, or his resilience in the face of adversity? Let us know in the comments. Claude Jarman Jr. was more than just a child star. He was a lasting figure in American cinema. Born on September 27, 1934, he rose to fame at just 12 years old with his unforgettable performance in The Yearling. His role in the film was so moving that it earned him a Special Academy Award, cementing his place in Hollywood history. His performance made audiences cry, and his natural talent left an indelible mark on classic cinema. Though he later stepped away from acting, Jarman never left the film industry behind. In 1965, he became the executive director of SFFILM, playing a crucial role in shaping the San Francisco International Film Festival. Under his leadership, the festival grew into a major cultural event, celebrating independent and international cinema. His dedication to the arts extended far beyond his childhood stardom, proving his deep passion for storytelling. On January 12, 2025, Jarman passed away at the age of 90, leaving behind a legacy that spans both Hollywood and the broader film community. His passing has been met with heartfelt tributes from colleagues, film organizations, and longtime fans who remember the young boy who captivated hearts in The Yearling. Claude Jarman Jr. was more than an actor. He was a lifelong champion of film, a leader in the arts, and a beloved figure in American cinema. Though he is no longer with us, his contributions to the silver screen and the festival world will continue to inspire generations. Rest in peace, Claude. Your story lives on. Breaking barriers in television was no easy feat, but she did it with brilliance and grace. As the first woman to write for Doctor Who, she changed the landscape of science fiction storytelling with the 1983 episode Enlightenment. At a time when female writers were scarce in the genre, her work stood out, elegant, thought-provoking, and ahead of its time. Before stepping behind the scenes, she was a familiar face on British television, best known for her role as Nurse Jo Buckley in Emergency Ward 10. Her transition from actress to writer was rare in her era, but she embraced it with unmatched talent. Beyond Doctor Who, she made significant contributions to British television and radio drama, crafting intricate and captivating narratives that resonated with audiences for decades. On January 22, 2025, she passed away at the age of 98, leaving behind a legacy of innovation and inspiration. Her work didn't just entertain, it paved the way for future generations of women in television. For those who grew up watching and listening to her stories, her impact is undeniable. She was more than an actress, more than a writer. She was a true pioneer. Rest in peace, Barbara. Your stories will continue to inspire.
Years of places we had traveled and try to find the best. And that's what we came up with, is a book with about 100 of the best.
Few journalists could turn a simple road trip into an unforgettable adventure quite like he did. As the beloved creator of one-tank trips, he spent nearly 30 years uncovering hidden gems across Ohio and beyond, proving that adventure was always closer than we thought. Traveling over 1 million miles, he introduced viewers to quirky roadside attractions, historic landmarks, and small-town treasures, making local travel feel magical. Before becoming a household name in travel reporting, he was a dedicated hard news journalist. Joining WJW in 1967, he covered some of the most defining moments in American history: Vietnam War protests, civil rights marches, and even an interview with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But his true calling was storytelling, not just reporting. With a gift for turning the ordinary into something extraordinary, he redefined how people saw their own backyard. On January 8, 2025, he passed away at age 89, leaving behind a legacy of curiosity, adventure, and a deep appreciation for the world around us. His warm storytelling and signature style will forever be remembered by those who grew up watching his journeys. For many, he wasn't just a reporter. He was a companion on their own road trips, an inspiration to explore, and a reminder that the best stories are often found just a tank of gas away. Paul Pliszka was more than an opera singer. He was a force of nature on stage, a commanding presence whose voice could move audiences to awe and tears alike. For over 50 years, he graced the stage of the Metropolitan Opera, performing nearly 1,700 times, a rare achievement that speaks to both his talent and his unwavering dedication to the art. From the tormented Filippo II in Don Carlo to the larger-than-life Falstaff, he brought depth, power, and emotion to every role he embodied. Born in 1941, Paul Pliszka's journey in music was one of passion and perseverance. His artistry took him to the world's most prestigious opera houses, including La Scala, and in 1977, he became part of history as a featured performer in the first-ever Live from the Met broadcast, bringing opera into homes across the globe. But beyond the grandeur of his performances, he was a mentor, a guiding light for the next generation of opera singers, always willing to share his wisdom and experience. On February 4th, 2025, he passed away at the age of 83 due to natural causes. Though he is no longer with us, his recordings, his teachings, and the echoes of his magnificent voice will endure. Paul Pliszka was not just a performer, he was a legend, and his music will live on for generations to come.
The opera house, especially when bingo's on.
How typical, though, are the couples around the country that you play? I mean, how many...
Brian Murphy, the beloved sitcom star, has passed away at 92, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and joy. Best known for his role as George Roper in the classic sitcoms Man About the House and George and Mildred, Murphy's comedic brilliance made him a household name for generations. He passed away on February 4th, 2025, marking the end of an era for British television and comedy fans worldwide. Murphy was more than just a sitcom star, he was a master of his craft. His portrayal of George Roper, the bumbling yet lovable husband, brought joy to millions. His impeccable comedic timing and natural charm made him a household name, and his work remains a cornerstone of British television history. Beyond sitcoms, Murphy was a talented stage actor, performing with the Royal Shakespeare Company and proving his versatility in both comedy and drama. Despite his fame, Murphy remained humble and deeply connected to his audience. He often attended TV reunions, delighting fans with stories from his career. Colleagues described him as kind, warm, and always ready with a joke, a true gentleman in the industry. His passing has left a profound impact, with tributes pouring in from fans and fellow actors alike. Many have said that no one could play George Roper like Brian Murphy, and his work continues to bring laughter to new generations. Though he is no longer with us, his legacy lives on. Brian Murphy wasn't just an actor, he was a part of our lives, a source of laughter, and a true icon of television. He will never be forgotten.
Who always didn't have that name. With me to talk about that and lots more is Dave Smith, the market manager. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Tom. Thanks for having me.
For decades, Tom Kreutler was more than just a home improvement expert. He was a trusted guide, a teacher, and a voice that homeowners across the country turned to for practical advice. On February 2nd, 2025, at the age of 65, he passed away due to complications following surgery. His influence, however, remains as strong as the homes he helped people build and maintain. With a background in industrial arts education, home inspection, and contracting, Kreutler had a rare ability to blend technical expertise with down-to-earth guidance. As the co-host of the Money Pit Home Improvement radio show, he reached over 3 million listeners each week, breaking down complex repairs and renovations into easy, actionable steps. His clear, engaging explanations empowered homeowners to take control of their spaces with confidence. But his work did not stop at radio. He co-authored My Home, My Money Pit, and became a familiar face in the world of home improvement media. His passion was never about selling a product. It was about sharing knowledge and ensuring that people could make informed decisions about their homes. Those who knew him remember his generosity, humor, and dedication to helping others. Whether it was a first-time homeowner or a seasoned builder, Kreutler treated every question with respect and enthusiasm. His wisdom will continue to guide countless households, proving that a true legacy is not just in what we build, but in how we help others do the same. Hollywood and the world of journalism mourn the loss of Barry Michael Cooper, the visionary writer behind the iconic Harlem trilogy, New Jack City, Sugar Hill, and Above the Rim. He passed away on January 22, 2025, at the age of 66, leaving behind a legacy that forever changed the landscape of film and hip-hop culture. Born and raised in Harlem, Cooper's journey began as an investigative journalist. His groundbreaking articles exposed the devastating effects of the crack epidemic, particularly his 1987 piece, New Jack City Eats Its Young. This reporting laid the foundation for New Jack City, a film that redefined urban crime dramas and showcased the raw realities of inner-city life. His ability to blend hard-hitting social commentary with gripping narratives made his work both impactful and unforgettable. Beyond film, Cooper shaped music history by coining the term New Jack Swing, a genre that blended hip-hop and R&B, influencing artists like Teddy Riley and Bobby Brown. His cultural impact stretched far beyond Hollywood, inspiring generations of filmmakers, musicians, and storytellers. Colleagues and fans remember him as a brilliant writer, a keen observer of life, and a man dedicated to telling the stories of his community. Though he is no longer with us, his work lives on, continuing to inspire and educate. Barry Michael Cooper was more than a screenwriter. He was a storyteller of truth, and his legacy will never be forgotten. Ryan White Maloney, a talented singer-songwriter and former contestant on Season 6 of The Voice, passed away on January 28, 2025, at the age of 44 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Authorities confirmed that his passing was the result of a self-inflicted injury. His loss has deeply saddened the music community and those who followed his journey. Born in Traverse City, Michigan, Maloney developed a love for music at an early age, mastering multiple instruments, including the guitar, violin, cello, and drums. He started his career as the frontman of the progressive rock band Indulge, before later transitioning into a solo career. In 2014, he gained national recognition on The Voice with his moving performance of Journey's Lights, securing a place on Blake Shelton's team. Throughout the competition, he impressed audiences with his versatility, delivering performances of songs like What's Love Got to Do With It and Easy. Though he did not win, he built a dedicated fan base and continued to pursue his passion for music. Maloney became a well-known performer in the Las Vegas music scene, frequently appearing at venues such as Ole Red, Blake Shelton's entertainment venue. His powerful voice, dedication, and deep love for music left a lasting impression on fellow musicians and fans alike. Though he is no longer with us, Ryan White Maloney's voice and spirit will live on through the music he shared with the world. His artistry and passion will always be remembered. Breaking news. Today, we celebrate the remarkable journey of one of America's most beloved voices, Linda Ronstadt. For decades, her music has touched hearts, transcended genres, and shaped the sound of an era. But beyond the platinum records and Grammy Awards lies a story of resilience, passion, and unwavering strength. From the heights of superstardom to facing profound personal challenges, Linda Ronstadt remains a shining example of perseverance and authenticity. How has Linda Ronstadt's music impacted your life? Do you have a favorite song that brings back memories? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Born on July 15, 1946, in Tucson, Arizona, Linda Ronstadt's career was destined for greatness. She first gained recognition in the 1960s as the lead singer of the Stone Poneys, but it was her solo work in the 1970s and 1980s that solidified her place as one of the greatest vocalists of all time. Albums like Heart Like a Wheel and Simple Dreams topped the charts, with hits like Blue Bayou, You're No Good, and Desperado becoming timeless classics. Her voice was both powerful and tender, able to capture the deepest emotions in every note. But Ronstadt never stayed in one place musically. She fearlessly explored rock, country, folk, opera, and Latin music, earning her a reputation as one of the most versatile artists in history. What is your favorite Linda Ronstadt album? Let us know in the comments. For all her success, Ronstadt's journey was not without obstacles. In an industry where female artists often had to fight for creative control, she stood her ground. She refused to conform to industry expectations and pursued music on her own terms, embracing diverse styles and breaking barriers for women in rock and country music. But perhaps her greatest challenge came in 2013, when she revealed that she could no longer sing due to a progressive neurological disorder. Initially diagnosed as Parkinson's disease, doctors later confirmed in 2019 that she was living with progressive supranuclear palsy, PSP, a rare condition affecting movement and speech. For an artist whose life revolved around music, this was a heartbreaking turn. Yet, in true Linda Ronstadt fashion, she refused to let it define her. Instead of retreating, she embraced a new role, a storyteller, an advocate, and a source of inspiration. How do you feel about Linda Ronstadt's strength in facing adversity? Do you think her story has inspired others to keep pushing forward? Even without her singing voice, Ronstadt's presence in the world of music remains undeniable. In 2022, she released her memoir, Feels Like Home, a song for the Sonoran borderlands, sharing personal stories about her life, heritage, and the deep connection she feels to her roots. Her influence can still be heard in the voices of today's artists. Brandi Carlile, Sheryl Crow, and Miranda Lambert have all cited her as a major inspiration, keeping her legacy alive for a new generation. Meanwhile, songs like Long, Long Time saw a resurgence in popularity in 2023, proving that her music is as timeless as ever. Her 2019 documentary, Linda Ronstadt, The Sound of My Voice, provided an intimate look at her career and personal life, receiving widespread acclaim. It reminded the world why she remains one of the most respected and influential artists of all time. Did you watch The Sound of My Voice? What part of Linda Ronstadt's journey touched you the most? Beyond music, Ronstadt has never shied away from speaking her mind. She has been a passionate advocate for human rights, immigration reform, and the preservation of Mexican-American culture. In September 2024, she made headlines once again by voicing her strong opposition to Donald Trump's rally in Tucson, Arizona, a city deeply tied to her heritage. She used her platform to speak about unity, diversity, and the values she holds dear. Her willingness to stand up for what she believes in, despite criticism, is part of what makes her a true icon, not just in music, but in life. Linda Ronstadt's story is one of artistic brilliance, resilience, and unwavering strength. Though she can no longer sing, her voice still echoes through her legacy, her music, and the lives of those she has touched. She has taught us that life is not just about the highs and lows, but about how we adapt, how we fight, and how we find new ways to express ourselves. Even in the face of life's greatest challenges, she has remained a beacon of grace and courage. Thank you for joining us in honoring the incredible Linda Ronstadt, an artist, an advocate, and a woman whose voice will never be forgotten.